optometrist brother. Welcome to InvestaVlog episode 3.
So what's up guys? Welcome nga to episode 3 of the InvestaVlog. Toma Trader here, and in this video, since lagi... Kyle, say hi to the vlog. Say hi to everybody.
Hi everybody.
Okay, so kapatid ko, 12 years age gap namin. So since quarantine pa rin ngayon and wala masyadong kaganapan, so wala pa akong masyadong mapakita sa ginagawa sa office, etc. Ano ba usual na role ko, right? So for now, para hindi po ulit, right, since nakikita nyo naman yung mga trades ko, right, mga trade dissections, etc. Alam mo yun, nagbabasa ako every afternoon. Might as well pakita ko na sa inyo kung ano nga ba yung mga books ko na trading. So actually, ito lahat yun. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have actually 14 yung trading books ko in total. Right? Yung isa, Super Trader by, kalimutan ko sino yung author, pero hiniram ng isa kong teammate sa office. Right? So I have a total of 15 books. And majority na ito na kumpleto ko, right, nung student pa ako. So one of my heavy investments nung kisimula pa lang ako, rather than bibili ako ng damit, bibili ako ng sapatos, bibili na lang ako ng books para mabasa, right? Instead na mag-focus sa thesis. ito yung pino-focus ko. So daanan natin lahat, ano ba yung mga pwede nyo matutunan dito. You guys already saw, if you guys didn't see the video nung yung review ko sa Market Wizard series na book, so check nyo na lang, right? So ito, sabihin ko rin pala kung nabili ko yan dito or sa abroad ako nabili. So ito, first, Stock Market Wizards. So if you guys saw, right, yung video ko on Market Wizards, yung review, 4 kasi yung ito na book eh. Iba-ibang editions, right? Parang series siya. So highly recommend lahat. Okay, guys, sorry kapatid ko. Kyle, don't make noise. Okay, just don't make noise. Sorry. So, ito, nabili ko sa fully booked, so available to here sa Philippines. And pinapakita niya sino ba yung mga malulupit, right, na traders na sa stock market sa US or actually around the world. Right? So this is the third of the 4 Market Wizards series. Right? So nabibili ito sa fully booked. So basically, yung Market Wizards, for those who don't know, it's a compilation of interviews with some of the best traders in the world. Right? Done by Jack Schwager. The first book, I believe, was released in 1988, 1989. Right? Yung Market Wizards lang na plain. So, yun yung mga OG, Ed Seikota, Paul Tudor Jones. So, sobrang solid to. Highly suggest to. Mabibili to sa fully book. Right? And then next, ito. Another one. Good for beginners. So, this is by Peter Lynch. One of the greatest performing mutual fund. I think he is a mutual fund or hedge fund manager. Ay, basta he's a portfolio manager in the US. I think, I don't want to get it wrong eh. Fidelity ata. Or de, Fidelity ba or Magellan? Basta, sorry, di ko maalala, but he manages a fund in the US. And one of the best performing. And yung book niya, One Up on Wall Street, this is for newbies. Yung goal niya dito is to show how amateur investors can actually take advantage of the opportunities. Oy, don't stay away. Opportunities in the market. Right? So yung logic niya dito is parang nakita nyo na ang daming kumakain sa Jollibee. Right? Baka may magandang earnings pa si Jollibee or let's say may ginagamit kayo na product tapos nakita nyo lahat ng tropa nyo ginagamit din yung product na yun. Diba? So baka may stock yan tapos baka malaki earnings. So parang yun yung logic niya, parang common sense. Diba? So highly suggest to para sa mga gusto maging investor tsaka nagsisimula pa lang. So may mga technicals din, may mga fundamentals, tapos more on medyo long term yung style ni Peter Lynch. Next, ito. Highly recommend one of my all-time favorites, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. So ito yung parang biography or autobiography ni Jesse Livermore, right? And for me, and for a lot of people, he's the greatest of all time pagdating sa trading. Diba? So, yung maganda dito, this was first published in 1923. Right? Kinukwento yung buhay niya. And basically, if you can imagine, right, 1923 kinpublished, the setting of the book started sa 1890s pa, tas 1900s, 1910s, diba the Great Depression. Pero yun, imagine sobrang tagal na, right? And trader siya ng time na yun. And the principles taught and the lessons taught in this book can still be applied to our market today. If you can imagine na lahat, kahit sobrang luma na nito, almost a decade na to na-publish. Right? Not a decade, almost a century. And almost all of the teachings, the principles about trading are still applicable today. Right? So, highly suggest na bibili ito sa fully book. Next, ito. The New Market Wizard. So, this is another yung... Kyle, don't make noise pala because it's heard. Okay? O, last na. Say bye-bye to the vlog muna. Kami. Say bye-bye to everyone. Kami. So they can see you. Okay. Say bye-bye to the vlog. Come here. Come here. Okay, say bye-bye to everybody. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye mga ka-investa. Be quiet there muna. So, ito. The New Market Wizards. This is the second book ni Jack Schwager. Right? It's a Market Wizard series. So, almost the same thing. He interviewed some of the best traders. Right? Andito sina Mark Ritchie Sr. Right? Yung ba? I mean, ito, matagal ko ito nabasa eh. So, hindi ko na masyadong maalala kung sino yung nandito. Pero, of lahat ng books naman, sobrang dami ko ito. Ayan, Stanley Druckenmiller, Tom Basso, ito si Linda Rush, right? Joe Ritchie, dami. Solid. So, highly suggest ito rin, nabibili rin ito sa fully book, right? Next, ito. Ito, to be honest, medyo complicated to by Edward Thorpe. And I had a hard time reading it kasi medyo advanced siya. So, a man for all markets. Basically, nabibili rin to sa fully book. High-level book to. So, pag konti pala experience mo sa market, baka mahirap siya intindihin because honestly, I had a hard time reading it. So, basically, tinuturo dito paano natalo ni Edward Thorpe yung markets through the game of probabilities and stuff like that. Statistics. Sa ako, nahirapan ako dito. But if you're the kind of person who enjoys yung mga ganitong topics or gusto ng good read talaga na heavy yung knowledge, okay din to. Pero more on to, intermediate to advanced level traders to. So, nabibili ito sa fully book. Ito, How to Trade in Stocks by Jesse Livermore. Ito, book naman niya to. Right? So, tinuturo dito yung secrets niya, yung how you was able to become successful in the markets, yung pagsusunod sa line of least resistance, trading strategy niya, yung mindset niya pagdating sa trading, so how he does market timing, analyzing yung mga leading sectors, emotional control, money management, yung personal niya na tinuturo. So, nandito lahat yan. So, nabibili ito sa fully book. So, sobrang solid na ito. So, para lang siya continuation ng reminiscences of a stock operator. So, highly suggest. So, kung newbie ka, so una, I suggest basahin nyo yung reminiscences. Tapos, ito next. Ito naman, How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill, one of the OG books when it comes to stock trading, right? And si William O'Neill kasi, he is more of a growth investor. He has this system called CAN-SLIM. An acronym siya for, ano ba yung C? CAN-SLIM. Catalyst ba? Catalyst, annual earnings, and something new, S. Sector. Actually, nalimutan ko yun. Basta, ano siya, acronym. Right? And the first 100 pages of this book, I don't know if it can be seen, no? If I show it. Right? If I show it there. Pero, it's actually, right, charts yung first 100 pages. So, he's showing, right, from dates all the way back to the 1800s, 1890s, 1900s, Great Depression, ano ba yung mga itsura ng chart patterns of the leading stocks? Yung mga stocks na hindi lang umangat ng 50%, 100%, pero multi-bagger. Right? 100%, 200%, 500%, 1,000%. Of course, over a significant period of time. Yung iba months, yung iba maybe a year or two. Right? Pero pinapakita, ano ba yung mga patterns na lagi fino-form? Right? So parang nag-backtest siya. Right? And quick spoiler lang, yung mga pinapakita, yung mga consolidation at the highs, cup with handed. So, pinapakita na, okay, ito pala yung mga patterns na fino-form ng mga leading stocks. Ito yung mga chart formations. And then, after that, he talked about na his trading philosophy and yung buong sistema na tinuro niya dito, risk management, ano ba yung nahanap sa technicals, ano ba yung nahanap sa fundamentals, and then, ano ba yung nahanap sa sentiment, risk management, how to take profits, etc., etc. So, highly suggest to para sa mga tatanong sa akin lagi, ano ba pwede basahin? This is one of the first I believe you should read. Diba? Pagdating sa trading, sa stock market to. So, yun. How to Make Money in Stocks. Nabibili pala to sa fully book. So, halos lahat naman available sa fully book. Next. Ito. Mag-skip muna ako. Right? To, ito, one of Minervini's books. So, Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. So, this is the first book na nilabas niya. Right? And basically dito, tinuturo niya yung buong system niya. Actually, very similar sila ni William O'Neill kasi growth investor din siya. So, tinuturo niya dito yung VCP, yung volatility contraction pattern, and then tinuturo niya yung base counting, life cycle of a stock, risk management, a few fundamentals, right? So, kompleto yun yung book na to. Parang nagko-complement sila nung how to trade like a stock market. How to make money in stocks. They complement each other. So, ako, as I've said multiple times, very biased ako towards the trading style of Minervini and William O'Neill. Kasi sa personality ko lang, mas trip ko yung mga growth stocks, yung mga nag-all-time high, yung mga where you can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. So if you want to learn how to be a better momentum trader, right, growth stock trader, or trend follower going for new highs, highly suggest, diba, itong book na to. So, bibili rin to sa fully book. Okay, next. Ito. Think and Trade Like a Champion. So this is second book. So yung mga hindi niya naturo sa first book, tinuro niya dito. Right? And so marami dito more on mindset. About what are you supposed to think like, mental preparation when it comes to trading. And yung mga hindi naturo sa first book, like, ito, very important. He used 2 chapters to discuss how to sell at a profit. Right? Kasi a lot of us, when we start out, we learn about risk management, cutting our losses. And then when it comes na may nakuha na tayo winner, di tayo sanay, di natin alam paano ibenta. So dito yung tinuro how to sell at a profit, selling into strength, using trade stops, selling into weakness, climax stops, etc. etc. Right? And yung maganda dito, he also taught about position sizing and more risk management. Tapos binalikan niya yung VCP din. So solid din itong basahin. Right? So I'm not sure kung nabibili ito sa fully booked. I believe I got this pa sa Amazon. So may mga nabili akong book sa Amazon na I had a friend na nagpabili sa tita niya from the States. Pinadala dito. So nagpasabay ako. So sa Amazon ko pa ito nabili. Tapos guys, actually sa kabilang kwarto kasi, ayoko na kunin no, para hindi ma-disrupt yung video. Pero Momentum Masters. So it's also a book by Mark Minervini. So it's a roundtable interview with some of the best momentum and growth stocks traders. So I don't know how to pronounce his name, si Dan Zanger, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Mark Ritchie II, David Ryan, and Mark Minervini. So since lagi si Mark Minervini nakaka-receive ng questions about trading momentum stocks, ano ba gusto niya makita sentiment, paano ba trading psychology niya, risk management, technicals, ano ba gusto makita. Right, so instead of answering everyone's questions na paulit-ulit, he has made a book and invited some of the best momentum and growth stock traders he knows to be part of it to answer the questions din. So, yun yung Momentum Masters. Medyo para siyang market wizards, but not really. Right? Pero yung interview style din. Next, ito. Mag-skip ulit ako. Right? So, market wizards. So, if you guys saw yung video ko, you already know this. So, ito yung OG. Ito yung this na published first noong 1989, I guess, 1990. And yung mga tinuturo dito, applicable pa rin today even if the book's already, I think, 30 years old. Right? Lahat applicable pa rin. Lahat ng tinuturo ni William O'Neill, Ed Cota, Paul Tudor Jones, Michael Marcos. Right? Yun yung maganda sa trading eh. Right? Sinasabi ng tao na it's true that the game changes. Diba? There's so many new factors affecting the market. May algos na, ganyan, AI. But as long as there's gonna be humans in the market, right? Human emotions, human characteristics never change. Right? A lot of the price movements are driven by emotions, driven by euphoria, by fear. Hindi pa rin mawawala yun. And it's nice to know na yung mga books ko tulad nito na luma na, applicable pa rin ngayon. Kasi ito na yung latest latest book niya, Hedge Fund Market Wizards. Ito 2012, 2013 na publish. So ngayon, in-interview niya na Ray Dalio, right? And other great big hedge fund managers. And yung solid dito, talagang high level na to. So kasi since mga biggest hedge fund managers yung in-interview niya, grabe rin yung ibang concepts. Actually, may concepts dito na hindi ko naintindihan personally kasi wala pa ako sa level na yun. But there's still mga good. Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt. Ito nabili, I don't know kung meron sa Philippines. Nabili ko to sa Amazon. And this one din, nabili ko sa Amazon yan. Yung tatlong yun, napasabay ko. Ibili. So yun nga, for me, hindi to pa newbie. Medyo intermediate trader ka, dapat to understand yung mga tinuro dito. Pero of course, ando pa rin yung mga usual, cut your losses, let your winners run, don't get swayed by others' opinions. But solid read pa rin siya. Kasi ma-expound yung knowledge mo na, ay, may ganito pala, pwede pala, ganyan. There's more to it than just simply trading, technical analysis, buying breakouts. There's more to it in the game of trading. Right? And yung maganda dito, yung mga hinahandle nilang pera, sobrang laki. Hundreds of millions and billions in assets under management. Okay? So yun yung big leagues na. Sorry guys, disipon ako. Medyo dusty yung mga libro. Okay, next. Ito, last two. Personal favorites. By Mark Douglas, the father of trading psychology. So, first book niya is The Disciplined Trader. So, basically dito, ito yung first book na sinulat niya. So, tinuturo dito how to develop winning attitudes. Right? And he goes really deep into discussing ano ba yung beliefs, what is association, distinctions, yung mga more on how the mind works. Kasi try niya i-relate to how it can affect your trading. So, ito, sobrang lalim niya to. Compared to his next book na Trading in the Zone. Significantly mas malalim to. So, medyo mahirap to basahin. So, I suggest you should have, you should have at least 6 months experience bago basahin to para mag-gets mo na yung technicals, diba? And then, you can start reading on about trading psychology. So, tinuturo dito the market's always right. There's unlimited potential for profit and loss. What's a belief? What's a distinction? What's association? Right? Etc. What's fear? Etc. So good read to. But again, it's more on how to create a mental framework to become the best trader you can be. So, the disciplined trader. Ito, nabibili ito sa fully book. Tapos, so once ko lang ito binasa, but yung next book niya, which I feel like was more impactful para sa akin, personal bias ko lang yun, was Trading in the Zone. So, yung maganda sa Trading in the Zone, it teaches you how to think in probabilities. It teaches you how to become, how to thrive, right, in uncertainty, how to handle in different kinds of fear, and ano ba yung 5 fundamental truths, right, to becoming a consistently successful trader. So for me, I actually, mahirap din to basahin. And I read it, right, for 5 times. Diba? So, lalo yung kapatid ko. So I read this for 5 times and I actually got it nung nag-notes na ako the 3rd time. So it took me a while to read this, but every time I read this, talaga nakaka-breakthrough sa trading ko. Doon ako nakaka-big winning streak. So, if you were to ask me, this is probably this is my favorite trading book. And of course, you need to learn how to do technicals, you need to know how to do a few you need to know how to do fundamentals as well. You need to know yourself, you need to have your own system. But at the end of the day, so many people say it, na trading success is 80% trading psychology, 20% the system you use. And even if you have the best system, but you're not able to execute it, right? And you fall under the common pitfalls that average traders go through, edi maulas ka lang din. So for me, being able to execute at the highest level, being in the right mental state is very important. And reading this, knowing how to be in a probabilistic mindset was very important for me. Right? So highly suggest na bibilhin ito sa fully book. Spoiler, medyo heavy investment siya for a book na medyo manipis lang. But worth the investment, all of the books. So yun lang guys. Actually, yun na yung mga trading books ko. And then yung si Super Trader, na bibilhin sa fully book. Yung Momentum Masters pala, I'm not sure kung nabibili sa Philippines. Amazon ko rin napadala yun. So yeah. So those are all of my trading books. Right? And hopefully, syempre all of them, highly suggest na bilhin nyo rin, basahin nyo rin. Kasi yun yung usual na, yung books ko na yun yung mga mainstream. Diba, na available kaagad, na madali hanapin, pero high value. So yun lang guys. So Kyle, come here. Say bye-bye. I'm done with the video. Say bye-bye to everyone. Say bye-bye mga ka-investa. Say bye-bye mga ka-investa.
Bye.
Okay, so guys, that ends the InvestaVlog 003. Hopefully, nakatulong to. And for me talaga, yung pagbabasa ng book is really important. Not everyone might be a reader. We all read. We all learn through different mediums, different channels. Baka yung iba video, yung iba audio. But, I wasn't really a reader din noon when I was in school. Ako dati basketball ako. But I just knew that there's so many literatures, so many books available on trading. And parang cheat, for me kasi yung books, parang cheat na siya eh. So you get to learn from some of the best minds, diba, sa industry na to. So just being able to learn from their experiences, yung strategies nila, yung mindset nila, especially like sa market wizards. And so sobrang solid talaga, and I'm pretty sure na shorten yung learning curve ko. Of course, nagkakamali pa rin ako, I make mistakes na sinasabi sa book na huwag gawin. But at least, right, nababasa ko, na-reread ko, na-revisit ko. And I'm also inspired by how these people noong una, nahirapan din sila, and then eventually, through unwavering passion and dedication, they were able to find success. And ngayon, nagsusulat na sila ng libro to share it with us. So, hindi solid talaga. So, yun lang guys, that ends the vlog for this week. So, kita-kits tayo sa susunod na episode. Bye-bye.
That's your last episode.
Ito na, ito na natin. Say bye-bye.
Bye.